It's no news now that Arsenal are out of the Champions League for the first time in quite some time. Definitely not a good thing for Arsene Wenger, but some believe, Stevie Nicol, that this could actually be a blessing in disguise. I mean, I had this chit-chat with our very own Janusz Michalek over the weekend, and he said this could be good for Arsenal in the sense that it takes some of the pressure off. They have some time to regroup, ply their trade in the Europa League, and get stuff sorted so that they'll be back in the Champions League. Do you see it like that?
Absolutely not.
How do you see that?
Listen, if they weren't in the Europa League, then maybe I could go along and say, okay, this is good. It gives them a chance to refocus just on the Premier League, a chance to be ready every Saturday, not have too many games, and to be able to make sure that at least the following year they get in the top four.
But some of the eyes of the media now won't be on them.
Unfortunately, hold on a second, they're one of the favourites now to win the Europa League. So they're under pressure, and it hasn't started. Add to that, they're going to be playing Thursday, Sunday. Add to that they probably end up playing more games in the Europa League than you ever do in the Champions League.
But the Europa League,
so how
the Europa League pressure,
is it a blessing in disguise?
The Europa League pressure isn't like Champions League pressure though, because if Wenger crashes out of the Europa League, he's not going to get as much criticism or as much flack as, say, if he were to crash out of the Champions League, because people will just say, you know what, they're in the Europa League, nobody really cares about that. Because now, even Jose Mourinho, people didn't think Manchester United cared that much about the Europa League until they made it to the final. So it's not as much pressure, and he could benefit from that, don't you think?
Absolutely not. I have no idea what you're talking about. Listen, the Europa League is a competition that none of the big teams want to be in. Arsenal don't want to be in it. And the fact that they're in it now...
So there's no pressure then? No pressure to win it? He doesn't want to beat it, so if he crashes out...
The minute Arsenal lose a game in the Europa League, they're going to get absolutely annihilated. Not only are you not in the Champions League, but you can't even beat teams in the Europa League. No pressure, are you kidding?
But then he could just use the excuse that maybe we didn't really care about the Europa League that much anyway. So as you were, we're going to focus on the league.
There is absolutely no benefit of being in the Europa League as opposed to the Champions League. Zero.
All right. We're going to trust Stevie Nicol on that one then, because he's got a mini Arsene Wenger inside of him, and he tells the truth.